Max was never the kind to run. He stayed close, always, by the door, by the couch, by Daniel's side. But then, one day, he started disappearing. Same time every night. Same quiet slip into the dark. At first, Daniel thought it was a fluke. Maybe Max chased a raccoon or followed a scent. But when it happened again and again, he started to worry. He locked the door, shut every window. But Max always found a way out. And every morning, he was back. Calm, peaceful, like he had a secret only he could carry. Daniel couldn't ignore it anymore. So one night, he followed him. And what he discovered would change the way he saw Max forever. This isn't just a story about a runaway dog. It's about a promise kept long after goodbye, and a love that led Max back. Night after night, Max didn't hesitate. He moved through the night with quiet purpose, past the houses, down the familiar streets, as if he knew exactly where he was going. Daniel followed at a distance, heart pounding. He wasn't sure what he expected to find. Trash? A stranger feeding him? Another dog? But Max didn't stop to sniff. He didn't bark. He didn't stray. He walked as if something was calling him, something deep, something important. Then, just past a row of trees, Max turned, and Daniel saw where they were headed. It was a cemetery. Cold, still, empty under the moonlight. Max made his way through the rows, moving like he'd been here 100 times before. He stopped in front of one stone. Then, slowly, gently, he laid down. His head rested on the ground like he was remembering. Daniel stepped closer. His breath caught in his throat when he read the name. Emily, his wife. Max's first best friend. She had died 3 years ago. Daniel hadn't been back here in months, but Max had never stopped coming. Daniel stood frozen, the night air cold on his skin. He watched as Max lay still beside Emily's grave. No whining, no scratching, just quiet loyalty. Tears filled Daniel's eyes. He had grieved alone, closed off, shut the world out. But Max had been grieving too, and he had done it the only way he knew how. By showing up, by keeping his promise, by remembering the one who had loved them both. And somehow, in that silence, Daniel felt closer to her than he had in years. From that night on, Daniel didn't stop Max. He joined him. Once a week, they walked together. Same path, same grave, same silence. Daniel started bringing flowers. Max brought his heart. They didn't speak. They didn't need to. Their grief became a bridge, not a wall. And slowly, Daniel began to change. He laughed more, talked more, remembered more. Not just the pain of losing Emily, but the joy of having her. Max had never forgotten. And now, neither would Daniel. Time passed. Max began to slow. His steps grew shorter, his naps longer, his face more silver than brown. But every time Daniel reached for the leash, Max still stood. Until one day, he didn't. His legs trembled. His eyes were tired. Daniel knew. He picked Max up, held him close, and took him for one last walk. To the cemetery. To her. He laid Max beside the grave he loved most. Max rested his head like he always did, and quietly, peacefully, he let go. Daniel buried Max's ashes beneath a tree near Emily's grave. It was quiet, gentle, right. A promise fulfilled. In the weeks that followed, Daniel found a new way to keep going. He started volunteering at the local shelter, helping dogs who had lost their people, helping people who had lost their dogs. And every time someone asked why, he told them about Max, about the dog who never really ran away. The dog who kept a promise. The dog who loved with everything he had, until the very end. Because some dogs don't just guard our homes, they guard our hearts. And if we let them, they help us find our way back to love. Dogs truly are the most loyal companions in our lives. What did you think of this heartwarming story? Let us know in the comments. Like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for daily emotional dog stories. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Click here to watch the next story of love, loyalty, and the incredible bond we share with our paw-some friends.